Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another edition of awakentheworld.ca. My name is Garhen, and this is my wife, Kelly, who
Hi there.
everyone's heard me talk about in the videos. So, and this little monster back here is our cat, Karma, and she's optional when you do this. You don't have to have a cat. As a matter of fact, it's probably recommended that you don't. Uh, so the purpose of this today is twofold. One, this is one of the family building exercises that I have come up with that gives everyone involved a direct physical experience. And we're going to talk about the experience after. But we're actually going to do the experiment first. And you can do this with some friends you're having difficulty with, or I usually recommend family. As I've talked about repeatedly, the ongoing saga of my wife's issue with her family. This is a prime lesson, and it can be very, very beneficial, and it's very just wonderful to do with children if you have the opportunity to do this with young children because it teaches them so much. So what you need is two control glasses, okay? And they should both be exactly the same. And I usually say to boil water and pour boiling water in them to make sure there's no residue. We want them as clean as possible. And then we have one glass, again, both the same, for each person involved. So in this case, there's a glass for you, sweetie,
Thank you.
and a glass for me. And we're going to put these ones aside to start. So we're going to start with the two control glasses here, okay? So we have here just a normal pitcher of water, and tap water is fine. Just get the pitcher equally cleaned, like the glasses, and then run the water for a minute or so you get a nice cool flow of water, and then pour a jug of water. So we're going to fill half full or so both the control glasses. Now it's important that you keep the water outside of the little circle you're going to form. And I usually say go knee to knee or across from each other if there's just two of you, okay? Now we're going to take one of the glasses and we're going to put it outside the circle. Now this other cup of water here, we're going to, Kelly and I are going to meditate on it for about a minute, and I would usually suggest 2 minutes. But if you're practiced in doing this, you'll find it can happen quite quickly. So bear with us, maybe enjoy the meditation. You can do it right through the screen. We're going to focus all of our loving thoughts and loving feelings on it, and I suggest you even tell the water directly, I love you. You're beautiful. And so clear and so clean and so life-giving. Any of the thoughts you have, we're going to pour love into this glass for 1 minute. Beautiful water. Okay, so at the end of 1 minute of pouring all the love and all your happy thoughts, sorry, it started off really cold here this morning and it's been, old age hot flashes.
That's my job.
I know, that's you. So we've poured all our love into this water. Now we're going to take this glass and we're going to carefully place it outside the circle again. And we're going to take our other control glass and we're going to put it down here. And this glass, we're going to pour all our negative energies in. Hold on 1 sec, I have to whack the cat. Again, all our negative thoughts and feelings, we're going to hate this water. We're going to make this water feel absolutely miserable. So once we've poured all our negative emotions and energies into the water and told the water how disgusting it is and how much we hate it and how bad it is, we're going to take that glass and we're going to place it on the other side of away from the one that we poured our love into, okay? And now what we're going to do is we're simply going to taste the two glasses of water. So first we're going to taste the glass of love. And you should try to taste it with your eyes closed without any preconceptions and just see what arises when you taste it. And now we're going to do the same thing with the water that we poured all our hate into. You will find, believe it or not, that the water we've poured the hate into has an aftertaste to it. Even though both waters came from the same jug and out of the same tap, the water we've poured our hate and our negative thoughts into has an aftertaste. It leaves just something you don't like. Really, you really want a little sip, to be honest, of plain water after, because it's just a nasty aftertaste. Have a sip.
Thank you.
So rather than do the other part, I'm going to talk about it, and we're going to get into how this happens, and the next phase would be, of course, to pour half a glass for everyone out of the same jug, okay? So everyone gets half a glass. And then redo only the love control glass again. Have everyone do the love glass again for a full 2 minutes. And then instead of all focusing on one glass, everyone take an individual glass and put it down right so it's touching you, okay? Or hold on to it. You can hold on to the glass. And for an additional 2 minutes, have everyone pour and intend that everything that they feel about themselves, all the subconscious things, all the conscious things they don't tell anybody, all their negative thoughts about just them, pour everything that you feel about yourself into the glass. Good and bad. Just intend that all of what you feel you are will go into the water and the water will take it on. And then once everyone's done that for 2 minutes, you all take a sip of the water that everyone's put love into. And then you sip your own water and see if there's a bad taste in your mouth. Now, this is far more profound than people will realize, and if you allow it, it can just do wonders to show people how the vibratory effects of our intentions and thoughts and perceptions and words can affect another being at a distance. Okay, and this is, we are 97% water. You know, if you took all the water of a human being, you'd have a couple kilograms of powdered chemicals in a pile on the floor. All of that water is highly reactive to the vibratory states, the emotional and thought uh, energies that are going on around it. Highly susceptible to it. And this can teach young children especially that they have a responsibility to not put this bad taste on other people and nor to put this bad taste on themselves. This is a great exercise for, if there's some issues going on within the family. One of the first things you can do is sit down and get everyone together and actually do this exercise to show not only how much we affect each other when we treat each other poorly, but how much we can affect each other when we treat each other well. There's two sides to that coin. The one side is beautiful. The one side is life affirming and brings us closer together and lets us grow in joy and in love and in union with each other and with creation. And the other side leaves us feeling empty and lost. You know, the choice really is always ours. So you can do this exercise with your family or with some friends. And it is a direct real world verification. Children especially, please, if you teach this, if you want to raise children who have awakened consciousness and are growing right from the get-go in conscious awakening, show them that their thoughts have power. Yeah. And that the best thing that they can do is begin to get a handle on ego before it runs away. And takes over the show. my wife will tell you she struggles a lot still.
Every day.
and even though I have compassion, I simply can't remember what it is like to struggle like that anymore. So as I said, and we'll be talking about in the video later today on the Sunday Talk, when you expand into a new awareness, it's like going down a rabbit hole. You very quickly forget the world you left. And there's a very good and valid reason for that. So I look forward to seeing some people this afternoon. We hope you do try this experiment. You can even just do it with yourself if you want to check how your inner state of being actually is in relation to you. It can be very telling to find out that the sum total of what you feel about yourself is actually leaving a bad taste in your mouth. And you'll get that directly. This has been Garhen and my lovely wife Kelly, whom I love so much. And we wish you a wonderful day. Namaste, and you'll see us again, that's for sure. Take care.